What's what's good, everybody? It's been a long time. I think it's been 3 or 4 months. I wanted to update you on what's been happening, what I've been up to. Um, I've kind of dreaded making this video for a while, but this has been a slow build up, and I want to make sure that you understand this very clearly. So, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I lost in a very, very tragic way. I'm not gonna go into the full story, but I was playing against this player, and then it was like last talk, last hit. Threw it a punch. He like dodged it 2 dimensionally, even though he didn't spot dodge, and I lost a set for it. And this was kind of like the final straw because before that, I had always been under the. I want to say I've been a believer of Donkey Kong for a very, very long time, and that's never going to change. I still do believe in the character, but that being said, I believe there's limits on me. I think I have certain potential, and in order for me to unlock that full potential, I think I'd have to do something else because I think right now my goal is to become as consistent as I can. So I want to be going to multiple tournaments. I want to be placing as high as I possibly can consistently. And one thing with Donkey Kong that has always plagued me, it's been matchups. So I go into a tournament and like half the time I'm just losing, right? I get losing matchups. More than that, right? It's like 70% of the time because there's not very many sword characters in Virginia, I'm not gonna lie. It's like Fox, Pikachu, those kinds of characters. And I'm grateful for it because it's helped prepare me because it's difficult. But I'm tired. I'm tired of putting so much time into this game, and I'm tired of trying to win the impossible. And so, what I'm doing here is I am picking up a completely new character, a character I've never played in the past, completely separate to pretty much everything I've ever done. And there's a lot of reasons as to why I'm doing this, and I'll jump into a couple, right? But specifically Sonic, of course. But overall, just know I don't not believe in Donkey Kong. I still think the character's great. And I could still see the character possibly being high tier with extremely volatile matchups. But you have to be prepared to run into those volatile matchups 70% of the time. Because those characters, people will just whip out, right? And more often than not, I think I wouldn't like it hurts to say this, but more often than not, you're going to be running into minus twos, right? Because there's a lot of Fox players. I'm gonna be real with you. Um, and I'm I feel like the stigma I had is that it just feels like I'm winning by cheese a lot of the times, at least against Fox. And so yeah, that's the main reason. I'm tired of losing matchups. Another reason is when you know, after my horrible placement glitch, I don't know if you saw, I got like laddered by Meta Knight. I died at zero every single time I got touched with good SDI, good DI, got the right stages. Doesn't matter. But after that, I looked at the roster and I was like, okay, what character is not extremely overplayed? Okay, so let's cut out Rob. Let's cut out Steve. Let's cut out Kazuya. Let's cut out Aegis. Um, you know, maybe even Cloud, right? Those characters, maybe even Roy as well. Those characters are a little bit too overplayed. I don't like to play characters that everybody plays and everyone knows the matchup. And so I was like, well, what's a character that I can always have at least an even matchup or winning matchup that can be played in any way, right? And this is where Sonic comes in. I think Sonic is completely and utterly broken. I think only with skill though. I think past this, it's not like I'm gimmicking you. I think Sonic has really good buttons, but it's not to the same scale as like a win. He doesn't have a win button necessarily. Like you can argue spin dash, but good players don't fall for that. Or like obviously they do, but you have to be very very good at where you spin dash because it's extremely committal at high level. And so with that, Sonic is flexible because I can play extremely aggressive I can use a limited amount of spin dash. I can get a lot of damage on hit, so the advantage state's the same. I think the back air is the same as Donkey Kong. I really like Sonic's forward smash, and like it just kind of fits well. Because, you know, I was looking at the other characters, was like, I might play Fox, but I really hate dying at like 20%. And so universally, when I look at the cast, I'm like, I can't play this character if I die at 20%. It's terrible. So that wasn't going to work out. And other than that, the only other character that I could think of just winning everything is Sonic. So what I put together here is kind of where I am right now in terms of what matchups I want to have for each character. I am still going to be using DK maybe more than 30% of the time, right? People still struggle to heavies, regardless if the matchup is good or bad. And I think DK does have some good matchups in the meta. I mean, you can literally see right there. It's like pretty good spread, I would say. But majority of the time, it's going to be Sonic. And I don't want to disappoint you guys because I really do appreciate the support I have. And like, I'm really close with you guys, right? The DK community, it's really awesome. And I like it, right? It's like, it was my identity for a long time. But I'm just no longer going to hold myself back. I'm going to be real. I'm not going to hold myself back. I'm not going to play a character that needs to be played at such a perfect level 75% of the time that it's inconsistent. And there's only a few people who can do that, right? So yeah, this is basically the result of, you know, a long period of time of just indecisiveness. And a lot of the times I'd lose a set, I would sit back and be like, is it me or is it Donkey Kong? Whereas with Sonic, I don't really feel that anymore. It's like if I lose, I know what I did wrong. I know that I can improve this if I play a different way. But when I play DK, it's like, if they play a specific way, there is virtually nothing you can do as a DK player. And that's something that you will experience the better and better players you get against. You can try and optimize how much you put your opponent in disadvantage, but there is a limit to what you can do. And I am totally on board and supporting anyone that still wants to play DK. I still have 7 years of experience on the character, you know, including Smash 4 and whatnot, but I have a lot of experience with the character, and I'm not throwing it out the window. I'm saying I'm at this point in the game where I can win my locals with Donkey Kong, and I'm starting to, I want to get better, right? I don't want to hit my skill ceiling, and there's only so much I can improve with Donkey Kong. So when I go to majors, I want to perform more. As for Celerity, that's like a new tag, was kind of like a reset, and I don't know if that's gonna stick. Maybe 4 or 5 months when I'm, you know, completely done with my warm-up of all this Sonic stuff. Maybe I'll go back to Slushy just because it's the brand name. But yeah, I mean, that's what's been going on basically. I've been practicing Sonic for the past like 3 weeks, and it's been going well. And I can't really produce content without letting you guys know about this because I'm the DK player, right? But going forwards, I'm probably going to start having like now montages with Sonic and DK. And if that's something that you would still want to watch, let me know in the comments below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully you still support me with this decision. I am going to try my best not to camp because that's what everyone says you have to do. But I don't think that's true. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.